Alright, so, in today's video, we're gonna be watching a Gold 3 Widow, Symmetra, Reaper, Tracer, Mei, on one of our favorite maps to watch replays on. Ranked has many different experiences, but not many of my games are quite like this one. An early morning lobby with coffee in hand and munching on some toast, I join the queue and find a game, Rialto. As a self-proclaimed sniper main, it would be blasphemous to not pick Widowmaker, and so I do. But nothing goes as planned. Dominated and humiliated by the enemy, Hanzo/Genji, my spirits were low. Knowing I was doing terrible against them, my tank saying it is the enemy tank that is the problem and has to be focused. But on my mind was only one, Hanzo. So I pick a hero I know Hanzo has to two-shot, Reaper. All right, Hanzo for Reaper. A hero completely out of my comfort zone, but as a support on a main, being close and personal with the enemy is not something I am too familiar with. I was scared, terrified of those tiny, pointy sticks flying my way. But I persevered. We persevered. We pushed that payload. Even when all hope was lost, we pushed. And against all odds, we pushed to the third round. And closer, the scariest things of all, overtime. I pick Mei as my other DPS, went Reaper this time. Going in with a plan, I share with my team step 1, separate the tank from their supports. Step 2, profit. But is that good enough? Will this scaredy cat DPS and their team truly persevere against all odds and push the payload, even as they hit overtime? That was the end of the sentence. That was it. It wasn't like you'll find out. It was just, that was it. That was just a question right there. Let's see. Yeah, it was a cliffhanger. Exactly, kitty. All right, here we go. But we started.
You must like having me around.
Hey, nice shot. That was good. You're not paying attention to the person in spawn that you saw a second ago, though, which could be yeah, there we go. Okay, first of all, just to start off, and I won't pause it there, but you did see that Hanzo and then decided to stand in the middle of the open, which is why the Hanzo was able to get a free pick on you. You saw them, but it was really tough to be able to do that. Try grappling more towards the middle there. I love it. Oh. There you go, much better. This is a much better spot for you. I really couldn't comment on your position in there because I saw why you were in that position to begin with. So normally I'd be like, okay, listen, go up on the high ground, you know, go there. But you already tried to do that, you just missed. All right. Yeah, you're going off the map here in a second if you do this. Oh yeah, this is wait a second. I didn't expect that. Also, we are in queue right now, by the way. It's just the queues are long, so we're watching and some videos recorded. Also, we record these all on stream, so make sure to stop by the stream, follow the stream, everybody. If you're watching, have a ton of fun here. So this is certainly some Widow gameplay.
No one can hide from my sight.
This is definitely Widow gameplay. I will tell you that much.
Rocket barrage incoming.
Yep. Listen, I love the ambition there, but I will tell you this much, and I've been playing a little bit more Hanzo recently. If you are a Widow and you stand in the exact same spot for a good minute and a half, I will randomly hit a headshot on you across the map if you play like that. Make sure to, like, adjust your position and after a few missed shots. Otherwise, that's what will happen.
On the move.
Okay, you hear? Just be careful of this spot in a second. For a second, it's fine. Okay, get out of here. This is not, no. This is not where you want to be. This is, like, even though you get out, I still feel like you're in a spot where they can easily get you. Remember, Widow only has 175 HP, so it's a lot easier to get that pick on you when you're out of position. Nice shot! There you go! Hey, nice job there. You know, it's funny because I'll talk about it in a second here. You had mentioned that your tank was sitting there going, was going, you know, oh, yeah, it's really their tank that's causing the issue right now. Meanwhile, for all of first and second point, you're just like, yeah, oh yeah, that's what it is. It's definitely on the other tank. It's not me missing every single shot. That's me on Widow. Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on. What's going on here? Yeah, it's the tank. It's definitely the tank here. You know, it certainly is what's going on. It's not me just missing all my shots. I didn't see that. Nice shots. I feel like, yeah, I was just gonna say, if you do that, you're gonna go back to spawn. That was way too impatient by you. Sometimes when you make a play like that, you're like, this is sick. But at the same time, I want you to think about if you were the other team, also they're pushing the cart in a second here. I want you to think about like what it looks like from their team's point of view. And when you do that, your positioning can get a lot better. Because think about what would happen if a Widow did that. You know what I mean? Like, think about what would happen at that point, you know?
No one can hide from my sight.
Take a different angle for a second here, right after this next shot. Just take a slightly different angle. Wait, there's Hanzo. Uh-oh. Oh, what a Venomine. What a Venomine. Also, I love how I'm talking about positioning. Meanwhile, your soldier's running right next to a fully charged Zarya and a Brig Ultin. Not bad. You definitely hit some of your shots at times, which is always good, right? Like, that's obviously you're gonna have moments where you miss shots, but like overall, like it's been good. Good job. Keep watching.
Experience festivity.
Alright, we're still watching. This is sweet. Oh, what a Venomine! Your positioning's getting a little bit too much in the middle here. Good job falling back. Sometimes there's this tendency, and I talk to chat about this sometimes. There can be this tendency where, like, you'll start to win team fights and your positioning gradually gets worse and worse. That was an example of that right there. Like, you'll start off in good position, but as you win a team fight, you start inching closer to like the middle of the open, and then that's when you lose a team fight. So I recommend trying to reevaluate your position after every team fight, rather than just like slowly inching forward and then you're out of position. Yeah, I saw that coming. You know what you say to that one? You know what? I hit a shot, right? You hit the shot. That's what matters there, right? It wasn't that the Genji deflected on you. You hit your shot, and that's what matters, okay? Okay, that's how it goes. Huh. That was I'd be a bit more aggressive with your left clicks next time. Yeah, because I feel like if you lose this team fight, I don't feel like you should have lost that team fight. Can you left click, left click, left click, left click? I know right click's a little bit better right now, but you can charge up and you'll just dominate. Think of like a good example of this, by the way, is if you're a fully charged Zarya, you can become a fully charged Symmetra. But if you don't left click, that's what's gonna happen. Wait, did you? Whoa. Wait, you're going Reaper to counter the Hanzo. I thought it was the other way around on that. Okay. This makes a little bit more, yeah, we'll see. They play range, though. So if they're playing range, it's, okay. Yes, Symmetra's beam charges up. I love how you go, yeah, I get two shot by Hanzo. I'm going in. You immediately get one shot because you had a little bit of HP missing. You're like, yeah, I'm not going to get one shot. Immediately roll in there and just get one shot. I like the health pack awareness. I like that you knew there was a health pack there. That definitely saved you.
You're headed to the bottom.
Oh, what a 2-foot TP on the high ground. They'll see ya. Yeah, go for the Zarya. I do want to point out something. And you got away with that play right there. But one thing I do recommend to you is think about what it looks like from the other team's point of view when you walk in backwards right there. Do you get what I'm saying? So do you see how you turned your back away from the rest of the team? You know what I'm saying? Like, they can easily get you there. So when you want to get that Zarya, think about where they can see you from, and that will also help you a lot. I know, chat. Very surprised by me talking about position in a spectating video. I'm sure that comes as a surprise to everybody. I still love how you're getting one-shot by Hanzo all the time. Like, you're just getting rolled by Hanzo randomly at all times. You're just consistently getting rolled by the Hanzo. You weren't wrong. You told the story about this Hanzo. Recommendation here. Take left side control just for a second, just so you can get yourself in a spot to really pick and choose your battle. There you go. Nice job. Good. This is a good play, by the way. This, you lose a little bit of that value, I will say. I wanted you to go more up on the bridge because they have that, like, large angle on you, but when you go high ground, you can kind of pick and choose it. Be careful.
Onwards to victory.
Yep. So far what I'm noticing about you on Reaper is, like, you'll have the right idea at sometimes, and other times you're like, that's not going to be a play I'm going to do. I ain't doing that. I'm doing a different play. I like the health pack awareness. You said you like that the DPS is going for a health pack on their own, didn't they? I think it was mentioned they said they were a support main, so I think out of all of the ranks, or out of all of the roles, the one role that will understand the importance of health packs. Hey, nice ult. There you go. See the setup, though? I like that. HP was a little bit low, but, like, obviously it's towards the end of the game. I like the setup time. See what I mean? How you had the opportunity to set up the play? That's what I was referencing in the fight before. Good job there. Like, at that point, you'll understand that going for health packs. Why do I go for health packs? As a tank, I really enjoy watching my HP go down a lot, so the more my HP is up, the more I get to watch myself almost get one shot consistently on cooldown, you know? My take, by the way, against a Hanzo on Rialto, if you wanted to know, like, hero selection there, I don't like the pick against Hanzo on this, but it is working. So I'm not going to be like, oh, well, I think there's other heroes that might... Like, it's interesting because it's working, but if their Hanzo starts to hit shots again, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I mean, good job there. Good health pack awareness. Good health pack awareness, I'll say that much. You see what I mean, by the way, about Rialto and how it becomes a lot more difficult for you to get that value on Reaper? This is I imagine something that happens in all ranks from bronze to top 500. If there's one player across the map on Rialto hitting shots, this is what happens. And that's literally what is happening right now. And Alex, thanks for the 25 months Stephanie Sprouse. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. This is what I mean by, like, I do think you're going to gain a little bit of value going into third point as Reaper. It's really the second point where I don't like the Reaper pick as much. Just because of the range of the map. It doesn't mean you can't make it work, and I'm sure somebody who only plays Reaper is like, listen, I play Rialto all the time, and I average 27,000 limbs. But what I'm trying to say is it's such a long-range map on second that if you don't snowball them on second, and they are holding the bridge even remotely from the high ground, it can be very difficult to get that value on Reaper until your teammates do something. So, now I like the pick. Also, is that an Ana voice line on the Mythic skin where it, like, glitches out? I've heard it a few times, and I've always wondered what it was from. That's what it's from, right? Where it, like, slightly glitches out? Probably to do with, like, the invasion storyline? Uh-oh. No, chat, the reason why I said uh-oh right there is okay, so I'll tell you why. I'm going to wait till this team fight's over, but I'm going to explain why I said uh-oh to that. So basically, what you did there was you made that as obvious as you possibly could. Like, you said to that team, can you prepare for this Reaper ult I'm about to do? I'm going to Reaper ult you. If you pay attention to me at all here, you will get away from my ult, and that's exactly what you did. When you fade in like that with an ultimate, a lot of players will see that and go, that Reaper is ulting, or I don't want to be next to that Reaper, I am going to back away. So that's why I said uh-oh, because it's exactly what happened. I do like the Tracer swap here. You get to go to their backline a little bit easier. Nice job. Good play. Now you are going to the next round. You said, could you do that in GM? What do you mean? With Reaper? With the ult? Well, you go, well, you could do like a fake out in GM. Like what? Get the players to react to that? Let me ask you a question. If you hit your button and fake them out with that, and everybody backs away, what value are you getting as Reaper? They're just going to kill you across the map. It's not going to matter. You can do the fake out all day long. If they back away, it's not going to matter. You know what I mean? Like, you're just going to get rolled. You're going to fall back and get rolled. Could get a Zen to ult. I'm going to be honest with you. Most Zens in top 500 won't ult that. Not saying that was a wall that actually worked out. I didn't know where you're going with that, but that was actually a really well-placed wall. Nice job. Good May wall there. The Orisa survived because of Orisa, but like if you look at that, good wall. The Orisa survived because of their Orisa. That's just how Orisa is. So wait a second. You went May and then your teammate went Reaper again? Apparently Reaper's the go-to pick this game. Like it was a team decision that Reaper would be the pick. Like, you know what are we going? We're going Reaper. Love to see it. All right, and we'll have to find out what happens after this game.
1 hour later.
All right, here we go. Got the huge wall, so they can't do any damage to you. Huge wall. Oh, that Orisa's having a good time on point, I can tell. Keep in mind, May did just recently get buffed. So that buff increased the DPS of May, but it also made it so that when you get that freeze-like combo on somebody, you can melee them. Which I think is pretty good. Good job by your team so far. Now the question is, does the other team keep running to the point over and over again? Does the team regroup? If they don't regroup, it's going to be good for your team. If they do regroup, it's going to be good for their team. To an extent. Not bad. It's always a good sign when your Reinhardt gets 2 with Fire Strike. I love your strategy right now. You're like, you know what? I'm going to be the person to stay on this cart. I'm going to be the person to stay on this cart. Your team's commitment to this is great. Yeah, they're doing the thing I've talked about. It's overtime. Let's all rush to the point over and over again and not worry about the respawns, even though they're much longer now. It's every time. It is every time, I swear. Honestly, you could get a good wall and... Actually, that's just a good ult in general. Oh, no. I mean, that's still good. They use an ult. Nice wall there again. I think if you walled first, you might have had to actually... Kill the lamp. Big slam. Oh, yeah. I mean, that is a big slam. That is a... What a job by your team on this half of Overwatch. You definitely get that to 6-3. Nice job. Well played. I love how it happens every time. This is why I keep talking about don't rush to the point in overtime over and over again. Even if one person does that, you're always in a 4v5. Every time. All right, here we go. Right, can your team hold? We're about to find out. Ooh, the Pharah Mercy. But you have a Pharah Mercy versus Pharah Mercy, so... This does change. They don't have a Hanzo because of that in general, right? like the idea of your wall there. That wasn't bad. That was good. You have to push past it. Remember what I talked about earlier, how, like, when you play a dive tank, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to dive into their team, like Winston just did? That Mercy survived? There's no way. Oh, wow. Good job by the Mercy, though. Good movement. Okay, now they're on Ball. See, I'm surprised Ball was their hero selection when you're on Mei. Okay, it also, I do suggest sometimes in these situations, don't overcommit to getting the limb because that exact thing can happen and can let them back into the game. I feel like you didn't have to get as close as you did there and then going for that. Yeah, you got the limb and maybe it works out. But I feel like getting in the habit of not overcommitting, especially when you get into like these overtime type of games, I would not recommend that as much. They're going to have an ult here in a second, right? You win this? Is this just a dub? Is this a dub? I think that's a dub. And chat, after that whole paragraph and story about the game, the result of that game was they did win. They did win. So, biggest suggestion I saw out of everything when we were watching this VOD was just try your best to... First of all, when you got rolled at Widow at the beginning, you just didn't look at their spawn. Like, you just, like, basically turned your back to their team and got rolled. Second of all, to continue on with that a little bit, another thing that you did that I felt like you were doing on Widow is you were playing too aggressive. You were grappling in. You weren't grappling out. You did grapple out at times, but you would use your grapple to go, like, right next to him and you would get rolled. So just, listen, your Widow, go be that Widow that just sits there in the back line and everybody's like, why? I can't get the Widow, right? Make them have to ping you aggressively. When you're on Mei, we talked about it at the end there. And then, yeah, that was pretty much it. Reaper, the Reaper swap was a little bit interesting. I will say, when you make those swaps, also think about the map and what they're playing. They weren't playing like they have a Winston diving in, I can just go Reaper and shred the Winston. They were playing Zarya and playing across the map with a Hanzo. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it worked out, but you could try to add like an Ashe to the hero pool there if you like snipers. Things like that, and that could be a little bit better. With that being said, we record all these videos live on stream, so make sure to stop by the stream, follow the stream. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button. Sub to the YouTubes, all 3 of them if you haven't. If you want to submit your own replay, look in the description below. And with that being said, I hope you all have an amazing day/night.